Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall. You're here with Randall Lefebvre, otherwise known as Drax Craven, when he's getting some jobs. Gotta get paid! And sometimes the payment isn't in Nuyen, and that's okay. I accept favors, promises of assistance, goods for trade. I unfortunately do not accept well wishes. Hello, my dear. 5 Nuyen for you. Right. To the Talismonger's shop. Oh god, maybe I should buy Dietrich some new spells. Now that I think about it, who do I want to take with me down there? Find Absinthe counting a bundle of antique paper money in the till. She doesn't bother to look up. Double. Hold on a moment. I'll call Algernon for you. She pauses, squinting at you. Her mouth digs deep into a frown. Curious. When I look at you, I see red. Red splattered like paint across great metal arms. Small rooms drenched in it with droplets oozing down from the ceiling. Pretty. Right. Another prophecy. The last prediction you made came true. How'd you do that? You're confused. I didn't do anything. I merely related what I saw. What I shared with you, it was an observation. Nothing more. Alright, well, buy some magic then. Right, of course. You don't sell magic. Only Algernon does. Ooh. Show me your inventory, sir. What do we got? Power bolts. Woo! Power bolt 3. Acid bolt. What's it got for outfits? Adept combat vest. That's pretty cool. Oh, geez. Armor 6? Maybe I should buy some better armor. Weapons. Oh, acid bolts and power bolts. Does damage over time. Spells. Lightning bolt. That's wicked. That's pretty strong. Mana bolt. Pierces armor. Okay, that's cool. Flamethrower. Fireball. Stun ball. Ooh. Ongoing AP damage. Distraction. Targets to hit chance by 18%. Damn. Glue. Cannot move. Ooh. That's clever. Heal wound. Shares a cooldown with other heal wound spells. But the cooldown of heal wound 2 is lower. Strip armor. Yeah, cooldown is 3. The other cooldown is 2. Armor, mana ball, mind wipe. Target ignores all enemies. Lasts 2 rounds. Clever. Aim, mana bolt, strip armor. Are there any new haste spells? No, that would be in Conjuring. Haste 3! Increases the friendly target's AP by 1 for 4 rounds. Cool. Lightning barriers? I don't know. I could never get the barriers to work. Slow. Christ. Fog. Meh. Thanks. Yeah, I think I need to buy Dietrich some new spells. His spells are getting outclassed. He is old after all. Hey there, Eltok was just telling me you were around. I was wondering if you might be willing to trade a story or two. What are you looking for exactly? Well, you're new here. I know that you knew Monica, and I've got a vague idea about what went down the night she died, but I want to know what you think your most exciting adventure has been. How the hell did you hear that? Remember, I'm Eltog's ears and hands outside the cafe. We share a lot of intel, he and I. So what's the story between you two, then? I suppose I can tell you. If the Monica thing was a secret of yours, it's only fair I share one of my own. I never really went to school. Pretty much been a street kid as long as I can remember. And there was so much to learn from people outside of school that I never really bothered. Makes it difficult to get a job, so as all good street kids do, I chose a place to haunt with my friends and always hung out there. That was Eltog's Cafe. He was super nice about me and mine. I felt more comfortable with him than I even did mein Vater. Her eyes narrow only for the briefest moment of the word. And we talked a lot when I was waiting around for my friends. He must have been fairly comfortable with me too, otherwise he wouldn't have offered me the job. So what is it that you do really? Technically I'm the barista, but like I said before, ears and hands, I run his errands, gather gossip, and sometimes I even make coffee. I much prefer his hookah options though. Real coffee makes me feel paranoid. Speaking of which, I should probably get back to work. See you around. Aww. Well, I'll have to relate my greatest story next time. Oh, hello, Dante. Tug, anything going on? I'm told that you've been quite busy of late, O Wanderer of the Shadows. My street rats tell me that business is picking up. Is that the man who's taken over for Monica, Buragazi? He does. Who does it look like, your rotundity? The Pope from the Vatican? Give him soy calf, a big one, and put it on my account. I like the cut of his jib. A large soy calf? My, you are the generous one, Goldschmidt. Are you sure you can afford such a gesture? And a scone. I was gonna say, and a scone as well. Nothing is too good for him. As you desire, O ample one. The man is a moron, but he eats his weight in baklava and pastry, so why do I care? Now then, what is it you would like? Just killing time. I love Mr. Goldschmidt. He's probably like my favorite character. Okay, that's an exaggeration. He's not my favorite, but I hold a certain affection in my heart for Mr. Goldschmidt. Alright, let's see if there are any good armors or weapons that Mr. Medbach has. Because I don't want to go off with shitty equipment and die. That would be bad. Outfits, light security armor. Integrated full body protective armor. Styled for intimidation and protection. Grants plus 10 HP. Armored jacket, Securitech vest. Victory rapid transit light jumpsuit. Oh, cool. And I've got the Securitech armored clothing. Alright, alright. Anything cool in the weapons department? Cavalier deputy? Oh, an old school revolver that gives increased damage, but fewer combat options. Anything in the rifle department? Submachine guns. Shotguns. Oh, right, I picked up the Mossberg that I don't need and basically can't use. Smart links. Pierces up to 2 armor with a smart link to improve accuracy. FN Har. Long range. I think I'd prefer. No, that's long range. Yes, just as deadly. So the Heckler and Coke and the FN HAR are very similar. But I'll sell this. My extra erosion program. A lot of these grenades. I can't throw for shit, quite frankly. So I don't usually use these things. And the equipment. Yeah, I don't need that. That's it. Let's get a better deck and some better programs, if possible. Seriously. I am getting majorly outclassed in the deck department. The last time I went in, oh god. Anyway, got that drone fixed yet? I thought you said it was fixed. It is fixed, but the person who built this thing fixed it in a different way. This drone's got a custom AIOS stack on it. Someone wrote code that sits on the bootloader and configures the drone to only accept commands from a specific user. The thing works like a computer virus, so there's no way I can rip it out unless I get another brain from this model of drone. Before you ask, yes, I looked into that. Problem is, this is a stolen corporate drone. A discontinued model of a stolen corporate drone. There are no parts for this thing on the market around here, so unless you know who locked this thing up so tightly, you're not going to get any more use out of it than a doorstop. Drac. Well, I'll ask around for its owner. Thanks. I need some tech and I'm on a tight schedule. Show me what you got. What? Need a new deck? Some software, perhaps? I'm your girl. Ooh, Fuji Virtua X. 250 IP, 3 AP, Evasion 3, 2 ESPs. Maybe I should purchase some ESPs. Killjoy. Does 1 AP, minus 1 AP to a single target. Nah. Degrade. Degrade 2, 50 additional damage from incoming attacks. Raid erosion. Firewall. Nah. Killer. Medic is always good. Oh, ESPs are consumables. I didn't even know. Having never played a decker myself, I didn't know that they were consumed upon use. Oh, I hate consumables. No, I don't want them. Alright, well, I happen to know who that drone belongs to, so I'll just cut it to the quick here. It seems strange that Blitz is a rigger who doesn't have a drone. I found this drone in that hotel vault. Is it yours? Yeah, Chief, that's mine. I didn't want to say anything at the time since it was my idea to have you loot the vault in the first place. What was it doing in there? It's my personal drone. Could have something to hide behind when you're on a solo decking run, you know? Luster took it from me when she seized control of the Schwarzhairs, and I've been hoping to get it back ever since. Gotta say, Chief, it hurt me to see your girl all banged up to hell like she was. Looked like Luster had a few of her goons take turns at my baby with a baseball bat. Looks like you got her up and running again. How'd you manage that? Malin fixed your drone. She says it won't listen to anyone but you. Score. So, can I have it back? Sure, it's no use to me anyway. Huh. Yeah, it might have seemed suspicious if as it turned out I was going into that vault for his piece of equipment. Nothing big, but maybe something small enough to make me suspicious of him. As if I needed any other reason to be suspicious. Chance to hit with melee weapons in unarmed combat. Oh. Okay. But intelligence 1, decking 5. Oh, the Fairlight Excalibur. Why did I put 1 point in this? Now that I know that it's like something consumable, I'm never going to use it. I'm pretty satisfied with how much damage I can absorb, so I'm going to give me some more strength so I hit harder and more reliably with melee weapons. So, I think that I can get along just fine with the deck that I've got. Yeah. 2 evasion, better than that piece of shit. But I do need some new programs. Suppression, gotta have that. Want that. Yeah, I'll get rid of Erosion Killer and Medic. And get a new Erosion Killer and Medic programs. Sniffer. I'm pretty confident in my ability to hit my targets. I don't think I really need to grade Blaster. Yeah, Blaster's good. I'm gonna want Blaster too. There will come a day where I will be surrounded by all sorts of shit, and I'm going to want to blast the hell out of it. Alright, right by me. But now then, to get the weapons and junk back. Ooh, wait, actually, gotta talk to Sam, see if he needs any more donations. How's Alexander doing? He's adjusting with difficulty. Your friend Dietrich took a chance in sending his nephew to us. I will do my best to justify his faith in me. How's Silk doing? Yes, she mentioned that you had sent her. Oh, okay. She's fine. Looks like he doesn't need any more donations from me. That's fine. To the U-Bahn. Travel to the Gessenbrunn U-Bahn station to locate Canari's missing weapon shipments. But who will I bring with me? I don't want to bring Blitz. I'm torn between Dietrich and Glory. Dragon Slayer's favor. Heal wound, electro core. Customize. Her burst fire, Savalette to increase its stopping power. Cool, cool. I'm gonna bring Glory. And second thought, I'm gonna bring Dietrich. I can't decide between the two. I know I don't want to bring Eager with me. I mean, like, I love her. She's great. She's really good at killing things. But I think I need someone who's better at talking. And a human will help me blend in better. One way or the other. So I think I'm going to bring Dietrich. Alright. Whew. Because I have a really poopy charisma, but he's got a pretty good charisma. So there's probably a lot of situations he can talk me out of that I can't. So I'm hoping that that's how it's going to work out. Combat should go okay. Dietrich and I can pump out some damage. You can electrocore the shit out of people. Put aim on me and I can mark people. It is a short train ride to the Gesendbrunnen. You exit the subway car, stepping onto the old grungy platform. The place is deserted, though. Signs of life are everywhere. A gaping hole in the ceiling filters cool, hazy light in from above. To your right, a small plot of crop struggles to endure in the cold and limited light of the station. Trash and junk litters the platform. It's clear the place hasn't been anything resembling a janitorial staff in quite some time. Hasn't had anything. Pardon me. Somewhere in this old rundown U-Bahn station lies the entrance to the Gesendbrunnen Kies, and hopefully some leads on the whereabouts of the Rabengeister and Gunnari's missing shipment. Well, that's it for me. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Anyway, I should have enough medical supplies to keep Dietrich on his feet if push comes to shove. Barely keeping the plants alive. Oh, jeez. This place is struggling. I can see now why they're stealing. Doesn't look like... Looks like to have completely collapsed. That's not good. Gotta say, I do like how the security clothing looks on me. Ah, a guard, I see. That's far enough, friend. An older man raises his hand, squinting as you approach. To his left, a young orc shifts his weight, resting one hand casually on the pistol at his hip. Both are dressed in what might be considered uniforms, but it's hard to tell for sure. We don't get many visitors down here these days, and you'll forgive me for saying, but you don't look like the type that usually comes through here. He looks fed, for one thing. Indeed, so what brings you to the Gesendbrunnen, stranger? Megaplex, and my friend Hans said the market here is second to none. Oh, I have to lie. I can't let them know. Like, if they're part of the gang, that could ruin everything. Of course, customers are always welcome. Get on in. Watch your step on the ladder there. Some of the steps get slippery when it's cold. I am not going to ask these guys about the gang. Fuck, I'm probably not gonna... Man, am I parched. I'm not gonna ask anyone if I get the chance. Certainly no one who lives here. Quarren. What's on the dresser? Made out of rusty sheet metal. Nothing of value catches your eye within. Who's this guy? The man before you is of average build and in nondescript dress. He's leaning against the old wooden cabinet, reading a book. As you approach, he looks up and casts a warm smile in your direction. Guten Tag, my name's Quarren, friend. Can't say I've seen you around these parts before. Just passing through? What can you tell me about this place? Gesendbrunnen? Well, it's my home, for one. We've got a small bar set up over there, but of course you'll want to know about the market. Used to be something to behold, my friend. One of the grandest markets in the city. You could find anything down here. Well, nearly anything, for the right price. It's a real shame, but little by little things slowed down. Folks stopped coming down to the subway line so much. But I guess that's the way of the flux. Thanks. Thanks. That'll do for this episode of Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall. Hopefully Dietrich and I can solve this mystery, and hopefully it's not just about brute force, because if it was about brute force and choosing who I bring down here, I'm going to feel really silly for having brought Dietrich, because I can't fight too good, and he can't fight too good. Uh-oh. Anyway, good night, everyone.